I could say I feel certain I was the only guy at Harvard that had his room, had on the walls of his room posters of paratroopers on the way down. And then when I was with the actual recruiter, who was an NCO, he said, well, you can have any 3 jobs in the military that you want. Well, not exactly. He says, you pick your 3 favorites and we'll guarantee you that you get one of them. So I wrote down infantry, infantry, infantry. And his face just lit up in a big smile. And he said, boy, you're going to get just what you want. So I like to be at the heart of whatever happens. So I thought, if I'm going to be in the Army, I'm going to be in the infantry. That's the heart of the Army. And if I'm going to be in the infantry, I'm going to be a paratrooper, because I've come a long way. What I want to tell you is why I was in the Army. I wasn't in the Army to serve my country. It wasn't in my mind. I was in the Army because I was so in need of admiration. I was so in need of appreciation. That's why those posters of paratroopers were on my wall, because I admired them, and I felt people would admire me for doing the same thing. I was a sex addict, very insecure, emotionally volatile. Everything I did, in retrospect, was because I was so frightened. I was frightened of not living up to my expectations. I was frightened of not living up to other people, like my folks and other people's expectations. The street name for that is macho. I was too frightened to know that I was frightened. If somebody had said to me, Gary, you're doing all these things, including being in the Special Forces, because you are frightened, I couldn't tolerate hearing that. I said, you talking to me? That's how dangerous a macho person is, which is another way of saying that's how frightened a macho person is. That's what makes a macho person dangerous. They're so frightened. So, Paul, you said to me, thank you for your service. Was it you? It was someone that yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that, but it's not necessary. I didn't go to serve my country. I go to make myself feel better. It even makes me feel funny when someone says that.